If I stop living up to expectations, this IPOB will reject me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The attention of Family Writers Press International has been drawn to a significant declaration made by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying, "If I stop living up to expectations, this IPOB will reject me." This statement is not ordinary. It is a guiding principle that defines IPOB as a disciplined liberation movement built on accountability, truth, and structure. On Yendu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that IPOB is not a one-man enterprise, but a collective struggle governed by an established chain of command. He clearly stressed accountability to the IPOB movement. On the same occasion, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu further stated that IPOB has its own mind. So this reminder underscores the fact that IPOB is an institution in itself, a movement that does not depend on the personal whims of any individual, not even its leader. It was Onyendu himself who deliberately designed IPOB to remain functional, resilient, and orderly even in his absence. For him, leadership was never about personality worship, but about building a structure that could stand firm against distractions and manipulations. Unfortunately, recent events have uncovered efforts by certain individuals who misrepresent Onyendu through actions and statements that are at odds with this very framework. By issuing orders in his name without adhering to the established chain of command, they are not fortifying the struggle, but rather attempting to undermine it. This behavior has justifiably raised concerns among many Biafrans and the Family Writers Press International, who caution that these actions could risk depicting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as inconsistent with the principles he himself has set forth. Clearly, nothing could be more detrimental to Onyendu's reputation or to the movement he leads. One might question whether those engaging in such actions desire for the people of Biafra to turn against him. It is even expected that persons who have the opportunity to exchange conversations with Onyendu in his current state in the custody of Nigerian Department of Secret Service (DSS) should help him keep in track and maintain the respect and trust he always have for the governing body of the structure he instituted, DOS, rather than press him otherwise. Why would an individual who claims to desire the success of the Biafra Restoration Project accept a message purportedly from Onyendu, which undermines a framework established by the same Onyendu, and then convey it directly to Biafrans, particularly when the message is in conflict with the IPOB structure? This is the reason we hold accountable those who frequently visit him. We want Biafrans who truly care about our motherland to understand that there is nothing, again, that can guarantee Biafra restoration more than the IPOB chain of command. This is why it is necessary to never undermine it, regardless of who you dislike or have a misunderstanding with within the command chain. Likewise, those heading different levels of the chain must never use their position to suppress anyone. We reaffirm, in line with our leader's own words, that IPOB will never operate outside its established structure. This is why any directive or statement that bypasses the Directorate of State, DOS, or the recognized chain of command should be null and void, regardless of who issues it. This is not disrespect, it rather a high respect to our leader. Because anything outside this is an act intended at portraying Onyendu as not being consistent. But that is something we know to not exist. IPOB was not built to be controlled by family ties or opportunistic interests. No persons have the authority to override the collective decisions of the structure. Those who attempt such manipulation are not serving Kanu. They are undermining him and the struggle itself. The words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain a beacon of truth. If I stop living up to expectations, this IPOB will reject me. This principle continues to guide IPOB. The struggle for Biafra is sacred and cannot be reduced to individual ambitions or family entitlements. Anybody pushing for such is ignorant or an enemy. IPOB will remain steadfast, disciplined, and loyal to the structure our leader established. Neither manipulation nor misrepresentation will derail this divine project. Family Writers Press International.